Today is April 21st, 2024 at the time I'm recording this. It is 12:43 in the morning or afternoon. I'm currently waiting for one of my friends to show up. I'm taking a shuttle from the airport because I just flew in. We're about to start with a new company. We both quit our jobs for something better. I know I've been quiet for quite some time, and a lot of you guys have been wondering what I've been going on, what I've been doing, whatever. A lot of y'all saw the community post when I posted a picture of the headache rack and I said something along the lines of, change isn't always bad. That was not my truck. That was my homeboy's truck, but he works for the company that I'm about to start at right now. He's also one of my old students. Awesome. But anyway, I do plan to go flatbed over here. That's, but at the time, that wasn't my truck or anything like that. But neither here nor there. Right, so I believe that you guys are owed the truth on why I haven't been putting up any content, and realistically it's because the ops are watching me. Who are the ops? The higher ups at Prime. I don't even work there anymore. I quit on the 19th. By the time y'all see this, it's gonna be like anywhere between 30 to 60 days after that date. They're still gonna watch this because they have nothing better to do. They just want to feel important, in my opinion. There's a bunch of fucking losers, but here's the thing. Everything I'm about to say is my own personal experience. It's my own personal opinion. You do with this information what you will. But I'm not telling nobody what to do. I'm not saying Prime would treat you any type of way because of me. Though they, they are not very fond of me whatsoever. I'm basically Trucker Brown all over again, which TB is a good friend of mine. He already told me what to expect from them people. So did my PSD trainer, actually. My PSD trainer no longer works there, but he told me straight up, hey, them cats don't want you here for real. He told me to lay low and just get my money and leave, which was true. As soon as they had eyes on me, it was game over. They, but that's beside the point. So a couple months ago, one of my best friends passed away. Some of y'all know about that, some of y'all don't. And I took some time off work to grieve. I wasn't in the headspace to be driving the truck at all. And I had a student who's a fucking weirdo. He's a straight up deviant. And, over time, before all of this happened, I had been complaining to my fleet manager and stuff for a while about a lot of the things that he did. And, about the fact that I didn't really want him on my truck. This dude was talking about things, like who he was having sex with, how big his package is, if you catch my drift. He'd talk about, things that he was doing, all his, he would brag, like I remember when I came back to work after that period of time, after my friend had passed away, first thing he did was brag about, some chick that he was sleeping with that lived down in Nixon, Missouri. Knocking her shit back or whatever. I'm still trying to figure out why I had to pay this dude on home time. Go home for a week, $2,500 in the fucking hole. Why? The company drivers don't get paid for home time. So why are the students? And that's one of my biggest problems with Prime is they cater way too much to the students. And they don't take the trainers seriously enough. They don't take their drivers seriously enough. No, it's all about the freaking students. If I could go back and redo my career, I would have quit 2 years ago. I'm grateful that I started at Prime because realistically speaking, I don't believe I could have started at another company. I don't think Stevens would have been as good. I don't believe Hirschback would have been as good. I don't think Warner would have been as good. CR England for sure wouldn't. Swift, God no. I think out of all of the options that I had, Prime was the best one. To the extent that when I first decided to get my CDL, Prime was the only company I applied to. I didn't even really consider nobody else. It was just, you gotta go to Prime. Gotta go to Prime. I gotta get in on Prime, man. Only company I applied to. So, the way things went, as far as our relationship goes, upsets me greatly. Because I had respect for them. I no longer do. I don't respect the company. I don't respect them cats. I don't respect their HR. I don't respect operations. Some of the dispatch, the last dispatcher that I worked with, I don't really have no beef with. The first dispatcher I worked with, I had no beef with. The second guy they put me with after they fired my first one, I fucking hated him. Absolutely hated him. There was absolutely no reason I should have a student on the truck and can't gross more than $2,900. This dude is sitting here getting paid. Every check I'm getting is consistently in the hole, in the hole, in the hole, in the hole. And I had the audacity to get upset with me when I finally said, I don't want to work with this guy no more. You blaming everybody but yourself. You're blaming me because of the weather? You mean the snowstorms that I drove through? You talking about that joint that had Utah torn up and I ran through it? You talking about the storms that weren't stopping me? I got stopped one time in Wyoming. And it wasn't even necessarily the snow. It was because the wind was blowing so hard and there was ice on the road. I only had 15,000 pounds on the trailer. You're talking about that. That's your excuse? Shut the fuck up, dude. Get the hell up out of here. They're a bunch of losers, man. Some of them cats is really just, they're dorks. A lot of them are dorks. Now, the last guy I worked with him for the last few months that I was with Prime. I have no real beef with him. I think he needs to have more of a backbone. But other than that, I mean, he's a good guy. He makes an effort. He's trying. He's new. He's, you know, he's going through those growing pains and shit like that and trying to make a name for himself. And I have no ill feelings towards him. The only things I could really say towards him is, you know, friendly advice. Don't let them higher up step all over you. I think that's a lot of why they didn't like my original dispatcher. He did what the fuck he wanted to do. But he'll bend more to their will, and it's obvious, and I think that's why they wanted him to take over the fleet that I was on, but that's beside the point. I went live after that student sabotaged my truck. If you guys don't know, he put fuel in the DEF tank. How? I don't know. But when the tanks got drained, it literally looked like freaking lobster butter. I don't know how well y'all could see this, but that's what came out of the tank. Look like lobster butter, straight up. Fuel in the DEF tank. And when he did the shit, he woke me up. I still believe it was, you know, he was a weirdo. I still believe it's because I wasn't giving him enough attention. I wouldn't talk to him and stuff like that. But the whole time, I'm freaking grieving the loss of one of my best friends, and I'm trying to hold it together and still teach you in an effective way without letting my problems become yours. I'm trying my best not to lash out on you because I feel so much anger and pain and rage and sadness because the one motherfucker who understood me ain't here no more. She's a memory. I'm fucking going through it. You're upset because I won't talk to you. And doing weirdo shit to get my attention. Sitting up front, got your dirty ass feet up on my dash. Why was there crumbs always in my bed? When it was time for us to switch, there's crumbs in my bed. Motherfucker wasn't even sleeping in it. Yeah, I said it. He was sleeping on the top. But crumbs all in my bed, all on my floor. You wearing your shoes in the sleeper after I done told you a million times not to do it. You over here talking to me about your relationship problem like I give every chick that cheated on you, did you wrong, whatever. She was a smart woman not to fuck with you for real. Why are you talking to me about your dick, bro? Why are you telling me where you sticking it? And why is it that when I fucking call Prime and tell them this stuff is going on, they're basically telling me to get over it? Oh no, we could work these things out. I'll have a talk with them. Yeah, we can usually work these things out. It's not that big a deal. Then when I finally pop the fuck off, now I'm the big bad nigga man, right? You're making us look bad. You're painting us in a bad light. He's really upset you said these things about him. Well, what about that little HR brat? He came into my office. He was very respectful. He was very respectful. Well, what was in the emails? He was very respectful. You know, he was upset with not only the trainer, me, but he's upset with Prime, and you know, he threatened the possibility of litigation, and you know, he wouldn't really tell me exactly the outcome that he was looking for. But oh my gosh, y'all protected this motherfucker that happened. Y'all protected the sexual deviant, the actual sexual harasser, and came after me because I went the fuck off because y'all wouldn't do nothing about it when I tried to do shit the right way. That's what y'all do. That's how I'm gonna drop name, motherfucker. Fuck you. Racist. Fuck y'all. For real. Had the all day out, already struggling, already going through it. Now I gotta take more time off to sit here for this stupid ass meeting, tell y'all a bunch of shit that ain't your business no way. Because it's the only way that I can actually save my career, my job here. All to set it up to where I could go and just move on to somewhere else. And y'all think that y'all just gonna do me wrong And I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just gonna shut up and take it. That's what y'all thought was gonna happen? Nah, y'all picked the wrong one, man. And yeah, I'm name dropping because these is names you can find on their website. It's public information. Thinking niggas not smart enough to record conversations and stuff like that. If it ever became a he said, she said, I could prove everything I'm saying, dog. I have records. I got recording. I have it all. And I ain't scared to use it if it really come down to it. I had to do what I had to do to keep my job. I had to go in there and tell them the story of what was going on, what went down when I was at home, why I wouldn't speak to this dude or whatever. And yeah, it brought me to the point of tears, to be honest with you, because I'm forced to open up about some shit that I'm really not ready to talk about. And I am a human being. I'm hurt. And it feels like my humanity got the best of me. Maybe I shouldn't have gone live and went off the way that I did. But at the same time, when I tried to handle things the right way, like I just said, y'all did absolutely nothing about it and treated me like I was a criminal. But let's be real. The real issue is the fact that I have 2,700 subscribers. And in the case of the live that I'm referencing right now, when I went off the rails, 780-ish people saw it. And when you go through all of my videos, you see that throughout the history that I've worked at Prime, I never once said that I did. I never showed their logo. Anytime, if I was wearing a hoodie that had the little logo right here, that I still have it's behind me. You see the logo right here on that side? If I posted like a short or something I was wearing that, I cover it. I would not represent the company. So here it is, I have influence, but I don't use it to benefit them. And I believe that's really what their issue with me is. Or was, better yet. It's the fact that I have a voice, I could use it, but I'm not one of these motherfuckers. And when I say this, I'm not hating on anyone that does it. But it was the fact I'm not gonna get on the internet and shuck and drive and be like, hey guys, if you're looking to get your CDL, why don't you come to Prime? Here's my driver code. Here's my driver. If you come here, refer, use me as your referral. Everything's great. Millennium, guys. They have a millennium. Oh my God, the cafe 24/7, Salt Lake City, Pittston. Look at the truck. It has leather seats and an APU. And oh my God, their equipment is so nice. The trailers have disc brakes. And I wouldn't fucking coon for them. I wouldn't tap dance for them. I hated that shit. That's their problem. That's the real issue. And I'm standing on that. The real problem is the fact that I wouldn't sit here and tap dance and be that nigga that they control. I had influence that they did not control. That's the problem. And if I didn't use my influence to benefit them, then they felt I shouldn't have it. At least that's my opinion. That's what my eyes tell me. You know what my eyes also tell me? Because I've had people recently hit me up. These are people with 20+ years experience in the game. Hey man, you work for Prime? I used to. Hey man, I'm thinking about coming over there. Okay, what are your credentials? I got 20 years. I'm like, you got endorsement? Yeah, hazmat and doubles. I'm like, why the fuck would you come here? Why would you go to them? Why don't you go do something more specialized? I can't in good conscience just tell everybody go to Prime. And that's the problem. I'm not gonna tap that. I'm not gonna sugarcoat. I'm not moonshining, as Trucker Brown would say. I'm not doing none of that. I absolutely refuse. I would get out of trucking altogether before I tap dance for any company like that. If you want me to advertise, you're gonna have to pay me for it. And that's just what it is. You don't pay me to advertise for you, nigga. Y'all got 10,000 billboards rolling down the road. What do you need me for? Y'all wanna know something? And this is just the observation I made. They will deny this. So I'm not saying that it's true. But when you get on YouTube and y'all watching some of these people at Prime who have bigger channels and what, they get better loads. They're treated better because their influence benefits them. They get better loads, they make more money, they take more time off, they eat better food, they do they're just treated on a much higher level than the average driver who is simply there to do their job, support their family, and go home. Them cats gross trainer money. That's my observation. You watching these cats solo They hitting $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 in gross. These are the cats that you see getting, you know, dedicated lanes that pay an absurd amount of money for a solo driver. Some of them cats, they get like high value dedicated lane. That's a real thing. They'll get like high value dedicated lanes and stuff like that. They're treated better, but they're good for branding. So it's advantageous, at least this is my opinion, this is how I see it. It is advantageous to them to treat these people better. So when you have a cat like me who has been making videos for years and never once said, hey, if you're looking to get your CDL, come to Prime, training pad, driver code. Versus, you know, I won't name anybody, but, you know, I don't know, some chick with almost 100,000 subs who, you know, clearly drives here. Well, who do you think they're gonna treat better? And like I said, this is no hate for any driver who promotes and, you know, get your bag, whatever. I know they pay for the referral. Get your money up, dude. If it benefits you, whatever is best for you and your family. I have no hate towards no driver for no kind of hustle, because we all out here, we all know what the job is like. I've been through it all, I've been everywhere, I get it. I'm not knocking you, but let's keep it a buck. And corporate motherfuckers, they know what they're doing. If y'all hated me before, they really gonna hate me now. Because let's be real, you know, they sitting down in their little office watching this video right now. Especially you, little HR brat. Thought I'd shut up, didn't you? Anyway, for anybody who was wondering, oh, why'd you quit Prime? You were there for so long. That's the real reason. They came after me. They sabotaged me. They protected the person who harassed me and then told me I broke that harassment policy. So just know, you could have a student on your truck talking about who they sleeping with, you know, how big they dick is, or how wet they coochie get, and all this other stuff. I done had stories, some of them female students talking about masturbating in they trainer beds and stuff. They could do all that, but God forbid you get upset about it. You're supposed to get over it. Just get over it. They're the student. They can do whatever they want. That's the future of Prime. They don't care about how many years you've been there, how much work you've put in, how much revenue you've made them. I don't care about none of that. No, the students. Anyway, I had to get something fixed in the room. I'll get back at y'all later.
Payback, you better take that.